Hello, hello, hello. Hola, nigga, death, bonjour, bowuni, assalamu alaikum, Qing Tao, nigga, death. Hello, everyone, hello. Okay, so I'm doing a little story time. It's raining. Like, I've been asking the universe for some rain because I was doing a little research and I've been hearing that it been like little droughts places and hard for people to grow crops. And when I was watering my flowers on the lawn, the dirt was so hard and like it was like my flowers was like so I'm not asking the universe to stop the rain or anything. So I'm just in bed doing research. So I figured, I'll talk to you guys. You hop in bed with me, you know. Uh no, that didn't sound right. You guys could join me in your own bed. Okay, so I wanted to share a story. Okay, this happened, I think a week ago, week and a half ago, and I call him my little brother. Okay, I used to date his brother, and I went out with him. Actually, it's the guy that shot me, brother, but we still cool. You know, I learned grace somewhere, right? Not worth me going to hell. And not only that, that's just how God had it set up. For some reason, I didn't question it too, but trust me, I'm still waiting for answers. But however, so I took a liking to his girlfriend, and me and her been hanging out, and she been going through some things, and I was being there for her, and uh, I went over his house one day without her, and I just didn't like the vibes. You know, um, the universe was showing me a whole setup, and I'm like, damn. And when you got people that think they know everything and don't want to listen, and if you mention it, it's just going to escalate to something else because you already been tried, and they did that. So I just was like, look, I'm just going to remove myself, and for a couple of other reasons too. But in all, I just did not feel comfortable. I didn't feel safe. So, however, they end up getting back together and stuff like that. So she put a post about the dog. So something was wrong with the dog. So I'm like, oh my God, maybe I could be of help. So I went over her house. I told her I was coming over. I told him I was going over his house, and then I called her. And um, she said she had the dog there. So I was like, oh, I'm definitely coming through. And she said, she'll ride to the house with me. So I was like, all right, bet. So I scooped her up, went to her house, seen the dog. The dog ended up responding to me, walking around, which was good. I got that energy, and I was happy. But I was praying before I got there, like, "Ooh, let my parents do something, good to this dog's health because they don't believe in like taking and spending a lot of money on animals. When it comes to their health, they'll just rather let it die and all of that. And I'm like, oh my God, that's so heartless. Like, I just couldn't. I don't know. I couldn't do it. All my animals go to the hospital. Even my cats, they get shots, all that stuff. When I used to have cats, I might get one. Anyway, moving along. So I picks her up. Mind you, y'all know I got my box of wine in the trunk. So I picks her up. We head over his house. So we go over there, and his uncle is still there. And this man is evil. Okay, this man, he's a warlock, but he's low frequency. He's not on. He's nowhere near a high frequency. Period. You know, you could tell by having a conversation with him. Okay, I mean the mentality is just like guttered, dead ass. And when you're dealing with people who are ugly, And I mean that literally. It's not just the heart I'm talking about. I'm talking about his outer appearance. Okay. He looked like a crackhead. Okay. Do he do crack? I don't know. But 9 out of 10, he probably do some type of coke. Okay. Or a hard drug. Moving along, I really can care less. So I turn around and we all sitting there, we talking. So I'm like, damn, let's eat. I'm gonna go to the market now. We're gonna go to the market. I'll buy the food. So I was mentioning what I wanted to eat. I wanted to um, make my salmon pepper, and well, she was gonna make what I suggested, and I said some asparagus with some cheese on it. Now he talking about what kind of cheese he want. Now, mind you, I'm paying my money, but you're recommending cheese. And two, I didn't come to visit you, nigga. You just here. That don't mean shit, bitch. I didn't come to see you. Just because you're in this person's house doesn't mean I came to see you. That don't mean that I wanted to feed you, which I'm not rude like that, which I would have done that. You know what I'm saying? But just hypothetically speaking. So it's my little bro and his uncle and his ex-girl or girlfriend now. They go on and on. And myself. So I didn't look at it till after the fact. But I'll mention that long down. Hold up. So he's suggesting the cheese, and I'm like, well, I like Mexican the Mexican mixed cheese. And I said, well, I'll try that another time, but right now, that is what I want. I don't give a fuck about that kind of cheese. I eat all kinds of cheese. I love cheese, even though I'm not supposed to be eating that dairy and I'm lactose intolerant. But the cheese don't mess with my body like the eggs and the milk do. So yeah. So he was already in his feelings about that. Okay. So we all sitting there talking, and he's one of those people who, I mean, he screams from the top of his lungs when he's talking to you. And then he always got something to say about everything you say. And then he feel like he always got to be right. And then he's always trying to tell people what to do. But how you trying to tell somebody what to do when you don't even have no job? 9 out of 10, he's getting SSI. And this nigga just inherited some money from his mom, who was never around you because you was a shady brother to her. That's why if your parents not messing with people in the family, you can deal with them, but don't have them so close that they in your house and they're dictating everything and all of that. That's too much. You got to give them an arm length. You know what I mean? Not a fucking hug. But anyway, he gonna learn the hard way. Trust me, God already showed me. If he don't get rid of that man and distance himself, you know what I mean? Like meaning, it's family, okay, but you ain't gotta be under him every day. This dude is there every time I go there. He's there every day, all day. But you got a wife, and I know she happy he ain't been home. Okay, so okay, I didn't know that he didn't have respect for women. You know what I mean? I'm like, Dad, even though he looked like shit, even though he holler and scream, I'm still not going to judge this man. You know what I mean? So I did not know that he didn't have any respect for no women, and I really wasn't paying him no mind all like that to a certain extent. However, moving along. So he hollering and he's saying something, and he was like, "Well, something. What you ain't hear me?" I said, "Well, something's wrong with my hearing because I got shot in my neck. I got shot on my right side, right under my ear over here. I can't feel it. Uh, I never can feel it, yo. I gotta always look. That's how good God is. But it went in and he shot me on the angle. You know what I mean? So that shit is like I had got a lot of ear infections. So sometimes my hearing is not all of that, but I can hear, you know. So I was like, man, that's because I got shot in my motherfucking neck. And he started howling at me. Well, so what? I got shot in my head. I got shot in my head. And after he said that, I just blacked out. I mean, I didn't hear anything else that he was trying to really say. It was just going in and out. And I'm saying to myself, we're not talking about you. You're not the one with the fucking problem with hearing. I am. And you're a man, I'm a woman. How the fuck is you going to compare me. You're trash. I'm not. And I literally mean that. Like, I conduct myself a certain way. And it damn surely ain't hood like that. Yes, I got a mouth, but I know how to act when I get around people. You know what I'm saying? All kinds of people, rich people, whatever kind. You know, my honesty makes me look a certain way to them. But other than that, I'm good. You know, so I seem to think so. Well, I always met people that were in these levels, but down to earth. So if they stuck up, then that's a different story. But moving along. So I'm like, well, what the fuck that got to do with me? You know? So all of a sudden, I just, it's like when you think you over something and then you're not. And sometimes I cry about that, you know? I cry about how grateful I am and why would he want to do that? Especially when you was cheating. You was cheating, but you gonna shoot me because you thought I was cheating. Wow. But anyway, moving along. So I was like, damn. I said, so I'm sitting there. I said, I tried to hide the tear. They just came down. So it was no hiding no more. So I said, don't make me cry again. And he turned around with a smile, a smirk. And that is when I said, you heard what the fuck I said. Don't make me fucking, because he was happy to know that he hurt me. And I'm like, this nigga is sick. So that's when I said, don't let it fucking happen again or you're going to regret it. And I meant that shit because when he smiled, that made me feel like he tried to make me feel some type of way. And I think that he was jealous that I got shot and I look good. I'm still together mentally, and he fucked up looking, all fucked up. His concept of life, all of that shit is fucked up. Yeah, you could be a person that's educated and have information, but that don't make you that information. That don't make you what if that make any sense. That don't mean you became what the fuck you learned. You learn intellect, but that don't mean you're fucking intellectual. Because intellectual people don't attack women. They don't holler and scream when they're fucking talking. My situation is different because I can't even hear myself talk sometimes. I mean, I can hear myself talk, but I don't know that I'm talking that loud. So my situation is totally different. But he just had to put himself in that for whatever reason, which was sick to me. So I'm like, all right, yeah, whatever. So I'm one thing about me, I don't give a fuck if you a nigga or not. I'm not backing up, and especially when I know I'm right. So you're not going to sit there and try to belittle me or anything, because in all reality, women are above y'all, whether you want to look at it like that or not. In the end of the day, we created y'all. We created ourselves and we created y'all. And then y'all betrayed us because you wanted our power. And this shit is happening to this day. Y'all always condensing us. But we will always shine because we have a hole that spits shit out, period, point blank. Anyway, so he started going back and forth. I'm going back and forth now. And I'm like, he was saying something. And I just feel like if you a man and you arguing with a woman, especially for no reason, then I felt like I had to say, well, I came out of my mouth and I was like, well, it won't be me you dealing with. Because I looked at it like this. All this energy you using on me, I can go get a nigga, okay, a real man, and I can talk to him and tell him everything we talked about. And then I want to see you talk to that man the same way he talked that you talking to me. I bet you wouldn't have talked to a real man like you were just standing here talking to me. You wouldn't have done it. So I'm letting him know that I can bring somebody that you could talk to just like me and think you going to sit there and talk like that and not get your ass whipped because you're being disrespectful for no fucking reason. I mean, I don't know what brownie points you thought you was getting, but then I thought about it. I got a reputation, not on every street, but on certain streets, especially in Philly. Okay. And anybody that know me know I don't like trouble. I'm not into that shit. I don't like it. But I'm not to be fucked with. Don't think you can just fuck with me and that shit is just okay. I'm not that type. Never been, and I'm not gonna start. It's going down, and it will go down. Okay? So his exact words was, I ain't them other niggas, because I'm that nigga, I'm going to get with you, and this and all that. So he had a point to prove because he was intimidated by me. He felt like he had to be a so-called man equals clown to I don't know, I to strip me from my masculinity. Bitch, I'm a woman. I'm feminine. Well, no, I'm not. I'm not. I'm in between. Like sometimes you'll catch me girly, sometimes you'll catch me in my boy suit. You know, that's just how it is with me sometimes. And um, so I let him know that look, you can have this conversation with a nigga. I can hook you up. So he got mad and he went outside because he was threatening to shoot me. Okay. And it's mind you, he was standing behind me. When I say the ancestors told me that you ain't got to sit here and be scared of this nigga, you better not budge. I didn't. My back was turned and I was hoping, I visualized myself getting shot by him, but I wasn't scared. So that made him mad that I wasn't scared, but he kept telling my brother, okay, he kept telling him, tell her to get the fuck out. Get the fuck out. How first of all, how you trying to kick me out of somebody else's house, apartment, first of all. And then secondly, how you sitting there listening to this nigga tell me to get out when in the end of the day, he was wrong, period. If I say I can't hear, I can't hear. I don't give a fuck if you got shot in your head, bitch. That's your situation. That's your problem. That's you. What the fuck that got to do with me? So me personally, if that was in my house, that would have been a done deal, and that would have been your fault because she a woman. She a woman first of all. What you think this is? You feel me? So for you to sit there and escalate that on top of that, man, you got to go. That's what I would have did, but that wasn't the case here. Okay, so he letting the nigga, be disrespectful. Talking about no, I ain't kicking her out. I would have said, look, you a little hype. Just just go ahead. I'ma chill with Shorty anyway. You know what I mean? Let me chill with them. Cause you always here. Let me just chill. Cause they come to see me. You already knew that your uncle didn't like the girl anyway. So if you knew he didn't like, your friend, you should have just told him to leave from the gate, from the gate, from the gate. Like go for a walk, do something. You know what I mean? Not just sit all up in our motherfucking faces or step outside with us or something. You know what I mean? I just wasn't liking the energy. Even when I came there, you know what I mean? And I just opened up the screen door because I thought he said, come in. He's talking about something, oh, we being watched. Don't. I said, right there and then, I already had in my mind that I wasn't going back to that fucking house. But, I gave her a ride and I just was like, you know what? Let me see what she gonna do. I'm gonna just sit and chill because it wasn't that deep. But I did pick that up. So I turned around and he went to the car. This nigga come back in with a chain on his hand. And I'm looking and he went to swing and thank God I dipped that shit. So it just like went on my shoulder. You know what I mean? But I fell real light. I fell real light. But little did he know I had already had the razor blade in my hand. So when he realized that I had that blade in my hand, that nigga never ever lifted up that motherfucking chain in his hand again. Cause I said, cause he didn't hurt me. So it was really nothing. But I gave him a warning. You see what's in my hand. And my bro stood in between me because my bro already know I'm about that life. And that's why this dude, his uncle felt like he had the need to, like he was stepping to me like I was a nigga. Oh, she tough. Well, I'm a this and I'm a that. Like, dude, like, what are you doing? So God don't like ugly because he got mad because the dog was sick and about to die, right? And the ancestors told me that he poisoned the dog. He poisoned the dog because he's trying to get rid of his security because he wants to rob him. He wants to rob his nephew to take money and things that his mother left him. You feel me? Is he's trying to set his nephew up. So the only way he's gonna set him up the way he want is to get the dog out the way. because him and that dog got a bond. Even if you get another dog, that new dog is not going to be as protective and as smart and know him like this dog do. And that dog helps him with his seizures too. So he had to get rid of this dog. You feel me? I don't trust them. And I know a snake when I see one. And my gift ain't never lied to me about a snake. So when he attacked me, so I sat down and after he realized that he wasn't gonna be able to whoop my ass up in that house, when he knew that he wasn't gonna be able to beat my motherfucking ass like he knew. And then what made it so crazy was he used me as bait as well. He had so many alternatives in one bucket because he also wanted homegirl. He wanted her to help me so that he can have a reason to attack her because he don't like her. And he don't like her because I ain't gonna lie. Shorty got eyes. Shorty be on shit. And when you got a woman that got your back and she on it, a motherfucker gonna try to get rid of her ass. They're gonna try to bring other bitches so you won't have to worry about her, all that shit, so that she won't be able to help you. And I said, damn, how the fuck you a street nigga and you ain't seeing this? Don't be blind because a motherfucker is your family. When you get that thought in your head, that's what the fuck it is. Pay the fuck attention. The universe is not going to sit there and just bring that shit up just for out of nowhere. It's just not going to happen that way. And not only that, you got to understand, we got antennas in the flesh. And our flesh has holes that pick up energy from other fucking beings. Know that. Tap the fuck in. But for him to try to attack me, he wanted her to help me so he can beat her up. That's what he wanted. But it didn't work that way. And for him to use me, that shit wasn't cool. But he thought it was sweet. And look, I'm untouched. No bruises, no nothing. Because I swear to God, if I would have had a bruise on me, that would have been it. I would have, I ain't even want to say what I would have did, but trust and believe, they know I'm not sweet. And that's why he felt the need to go get that chain. I even said it on one of them songs that I wrote a little rap. I be just like writing little raps and shit, putting it on YouTube. And I even said on one of my bars, I'm the kind of bitch that make a nigga get strapped. And I do. I make niggas get strapped. I make niggas pull weapons out on my ass. A lot of niggas won't even just come to me with their bare fucking hands. And most of the niggas, when they did, they stole me and they ran. I have always been, all my life, I have always been attacked by men because I was raised to fight. I was raised to kill if I had to and have to. That's how I was raised. So I'm not sweet like that. And no, I am not the toughest person on this planet. But I am not the one to sit around and just let people just do whatever and say whatever to me. I just don't do it. And that's why a lot of people don't like being around me because they can't control me. People only want to be around you to control you, tell you what to do in your relationships that they would never do in theirs, tell you what to do in your own motherfucking house, but never do that in theirs. I would never, and I mean that shit. And I know you never say the word never, but I would have to be in my right and my not right state of mind, and I would have to be disabled and shit where I'm just helpless. But anything outside of that, I would never let somebody walk out my motherfucking door and walk back the fuck in to attack another being, let alone the opposite sex, a man. I would never let a man walk out my house and then come back in with some fucking weapon and think he going to attack some bitch in my house. We gonna whoop his motherfucking ass. That's how that would have went down. I swear to God, and it had happened. Oh yeah, I never forget this day. I didn't like the fact. That's why I don't like hanging around people and going out with people. I like going out by myself because when people go out, you're forced and obligated to help them if shit go down. And sometimes you end up out with people who talk and start trouble. And I was out with this bitch one day, and I let her live with me or whatever. And we get a ride. My old roommate, boyfriend, and his peoples So they giving me a ride and shit, giving us a ride. The boy was from the UK. And all I know, they was in the back. All I know, the boy called her a bitch. She stand. They start fighting in the back of the truck. I'm like, oh, what the fuck? Mind you, that's why I started wearing heels. I started wearing heels when hookers was wearing heels back in the day. Number one. Number two, I loved wearing heels because it was a weapon. It was and it is. Because you'd be surprised how you can fuck somebody up with a heel. So I had some boots on. I said, oh shit, now I gotta fight this fucking nigga. It's 4 niggas. What did they help? What did they jump in? But I was like, fuck it, I gotta help her. So what we did was every time the nigga swung on her, I came behind that nigga, boom, fucking that nigga up, fucking him up. So it got to the point where I had to take my motherfucking boots off. I started busting that nigga in his face with my boots. Yo, he was all bloody and shit. We had the nigga on the ground. I went to take some kind of shit out the car, a jack some shit, and I was gonna bust it, yo. And that's when the rest of the guys jumped in and they just took the weapon from me. But they let us whoop his ass because you don't sit up in no car calling nobody no bitch. First of all, I don't even roll like that. When I'm out, I like to act like I'm rich and classy. So that hood shit is out the window with me. Period. I don't like going out with ghetto ass bitches like that. I like to act fancy when the fuck I'm out. The fuck out of here. No, I'm not rich, but I like to make motherfuckers think I am. So I don't like that ghetto shit. But anyway, I was on that shit because she was with me and it was with people that I knew. So I felt responsible for her. So we whooped that ass. Every time he looked at her, and I love the combination that we had because every time that nigga turned his back to try to attack me, she was on his ass from the back. So he had to turn around. And then I was on that ass when he turned to her. So either way, he wasn't winning. Period. So when he let that happen to me in his house, I said I messaged him and said I never felt I don't feel safe. And then God said, why should you feel safe? After his brother shot you, he the one that took the gun and threw it in the fucking trash truck. Because the trash truck was coming down the street after I got shot. After his family, you know, realized that I got shot, knew that I got shot. But they didn't know what the fuck happened. They had came in right after he did that shit. So that was crazy, you know. And nobody was home because he was before I got shot. He was in his mom room ironing his clothes. I was in there with him, so I knew she wasn't in her room. And I don't remember. I think I tried to run in his brother's room, but I think the door was shut. So his brother could have been in the room. I don't know. But all I know was so right there and then I should have never been around this nigga anyway. Because when I had almost got into a bar fight, you know, the way they moved, it wasn't all that. But I said I'll give it another chance because maybe I'm just tripping. You feel me? So yeah, this and how I knew he a warlock because he didn't say he was a warlock, but if you saying you doing magic, that's what you are. Because one day I went to the bathroom. This was before this happened. I went to the bathroom and I felt like I was being watched. And I'm looking around like, damn, is there some cameras or something? And then that's when he told me that he did like a ritual to protect the house. So you already saying that you into that shit. So from my understanding, a male that's doing magic is a warlock. That's what I was taught. So yeah, that's why I named that title that, and I need to add low frequency to the end of that shit. But yeah, he was intimidated by my masculine energy that he wanted to treat me like a fucking man. And he thought he was going to whoop my ass like a woman. Well, whatever he thought. He thought he was going to whoop my ass like women get beat back then or whatever. I don't know what he thought, but he thought it was sweet until he seen what I had in my hand. And I know it fucked his head up. Like, how she grabbed that? Where did she get that from? Yeah, bitch. I would never be anywhere and nowhere, and I don't have nothing to defend myself. If I walk in your house and I don't see nothing that I can grab, if I ain't got nothing in my bag, I'm going to my car and I'll be back. Am I going to just pull it out? No, but I'm going to have something. So I never walk around nowhere without nothing. And it was odd because that was his razor, but I know he always got stuff laid out in his crib where, you know what I mean? I use anything as a weapon. A can, because I done bust my ex-boyfriend head open with a fucking air freshener. Motherfucker gonna fucking smack the shit out of me because I put contact lenses on. Bitch, they mine. And then he gonna turn around and put mine on. So who you looking for? If I put them on to look for somebody, then why you putting my contact lenses on? Well, who you going out to look for? So, growing up, I have always been, that ain't the only story. I've been attacked by men. I get attacked all the time by men, all the time. Even in relationships, they call themselves trying to whip my ass, and then when I beat their ass and stab them up, etc., etc., them niggas be shocked. And when I go to jail, they be trying to, my bail be like 200,000, 100,000. Them motherfuckers be trying to fucking. That's why I said, you know what? I don't need no relationships. I need to work on me. So when I get to that stage where, certain things don't bother me, where I don't have to be argumentative and argue and put myself in that situation and go back and forth with it, then that's when when the universe tells me. And I'm gonna do a video on why and how I know the universe said and knows that I'm not ready to start dating. Like for real, the universe have attacked niggas for me when they've been trying to holler at me like that ass. I'm gonna do a video on that one day. But I'm all up from. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, my top. Oh, I just want to be under the covers. But yeah, um, that was crazy, and I felt really disrespected because I would not have never let that happen. It would have never got that far if that was my house, my apartment, And I just recommend that you guys be careful who house y'all going over. And I got shot in 1993. So, like, we always been good. We always been cool. You know, do I be around his brother? No, I don't be around the guy that shot me. Actually, them two don't get along. They brothers, but they don't get along. But I'm not gonna lie. The reason why I wasn't really mad at his brother for throwing a gun in the trash truck because I would have done the same thing for my brother. Dead ass. No question, no ands, it's buts about it. You know what I mean? So that don't, he always looked at me like a big sis, despite that, one move. But I would have did the same thing. So, that's how I judge people. You feel me? Other than that, I get mad respect from him. He don't disrespect me. I will say that. And I love the fact that, he's smart, smarter than his brother, but at that moment when he let his uncle just tell us to get out, and then I was like, you know what, I ain't gonna argue because at the time I was like, you know what, shit, I brought her here to see him. I said, you know what, okay, I'm gonna just be quiet. He talking about, no, fuck that, everybody just get out. And I'm saying to myself, well, I really ain't mean to say that. I only said that shit because I wanted her, to chill with him. Other than that, I can care the fuck less about getting out your fucking house. I can care less because I will never be back. And not only that, like, nah, I just sense danger. And I'm not being in the middle of nobody crossfire. But in the end of the day, I got my own beautiful home that look better than that shit anyway. I can motherfucking care less about somebody motherfucking apartment. Okay? I got a three-bedroom house with a lawn and a motherfucking driveway. Okay? And I'm about to get more houses. So I could care motherfucking less. But I wouldn't have even said that. I would have just told Unc, you gotta go. Because at the end of the day, I could say what I want to say. That don't give you the right to put your hands on nobody. So she didn't, I would have said, look, she ain't attack you. You went outside to get a chain for a woman that's only like 100 and something pounds. 100 and what I'm like 128 now. But I never used to weigh over 1 fucking 10. Since I moved here, been peaceful and I'm gaining weight. So I gotta start working out. Cause that booty I want is coming. Say no, let me stop. But I'll be respectful. I wouldn't be, carrying myself like a dot. But anyway, I would have dealt with that situation differently. Like, look, you gotta go. You done came in my house, left out, went and to attack a woman with a chain. Like you need to go home, chill with your wife or something. You know, and then I see you tomorrow. You know what I mean? He didn't even say that. Like he just let, and that made me think, like, what do he got some dirt over you or something? And God said, no, he got a spell on this nigga and he don't know it. He can't see clearly because you invited this warlock in your house to do a covering in your home. Okay. But anywho, that's how that story went. I end up on top. I swear to God, on everything I love, I was gonna cut his motherfucking throat if he would have swung that motherfucking chain and tried to hit me with that shit. Because when he came in, I didn't think he really was gonna do it. You know what I mean? Because I get mad respect from their family. Like, so that was the last thing from my mind. This wasn't this deep. This not a family where I get disrespected and this and all that. I get the utmost respect. So when that shit happened, I was like, oh, but thank God I did that shit. You feel me? And you a man coming after me with a chain, you should have I should have been stretched the fuck out. I should have a chain print all in my motherfucking face. All that shit. He even swung like a little bitch. And when he did that, I felt that energy where he didn't really want to do it. You just thought I was easily scared. You just thought you can just scare me with your fucking mouth, bitch, and with that little shit you doing. No, it takes a whole lot more than that. A whole lot more. I don't even know how much more. But nigga, I was not scared because whatever you was gonna do to me, you better had killed me right there. Cause I swear for God, it was going down. So I just thank God that it didn't go down because I would have been in jail. So that portal is open. Women are being attacked like crazy. I've been watching videos and I've been seeing other females, and I'm like, damn, you know. But I've been attacked by men all my life. All my life, men been attacking me. I got in more fights with men than I ever been in with women. Dead ass. I mean, I can count on two hands the women I fought, but the men, I can't even tell you. Like I don't know what it is about my energy. I mean, I know it's special. Oh, I do know that. Oh, I know. But just gotta be careful. It's going down. People you trust, you're gonna find out that they shouldn't be trusted. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. The games have definitely begun. But I thank the universe that I'm safe and I'm okay. And then after that, we went and played cards. So if you could put pieces together, you'll know this story connects to a previous video I did with that one little clue. But I'm gonna leave that like that. And little mama, say no, little mama put her foot down. But yeah, I sure did. So I'm really proud of myself, but I'm really disappointed in in little bro. But I learned, and I'm still learning. You cannot trust people, yo. You just can't because how can I say this? You don't know how other people are going to move for the next person. You don't know how they're going to accept certain things from the other person. You just don't know. You got to be on your P's and Q's no matter what, whether you're around family or not, whether you're around good people or not. Sooner or later, people going to be being eaten by their neighbors soon. Oh, you're going to be a whole motherfucking snack. A whole snack. So I don't know if people gonna be really eating the people that's getting these fake body parts. So I just recommend if you're gonna be eating people, don't eat the titties in the butt or the face. You know, the cheekbones and shit. You want to eat a bitch arm and legs and thighs. Not even that. That shit probably fake. I don't know. But yeah, people gonna be eating neighbors soon. All kinds of shit. That's why you need to start looking at your neighbors now, trying to figure out who they are. And let the universe tell you. Fuck what they showing you. Stop trusting people. But just know, if they earn that trust, give it to them. Because I know I will. And I'm trustworthy. And if anybody ever come over my house and visit, they are safe. Period. 'Cause I ain't having that shit. Like, you got me fucked up. Like, no, this ain't bitch. This ain't the arena. Fuck wrong with you? My house is a home, ho. I mean, he was hollering. "Ah." And then there was a point where I just was quiet because I'm like, damn, I don't want to fuck up for her. I wasn't thinking about myself. I was thinking about her. So I said, damn, I'm going to swallow my pride and I'm going to just shut up. This nigga still going. And then bro gonna sit there and say I'm talking. How am I talking, bitch? You ain't just hear me just fucking quiet and the nigga still talking, bitch? Are you fucking serious? I said, nah, this shit don't look right. Mm-mm. None of this is looking right. And maybe bro was acting like that. I don't know. Maybe because he really didn't want us there. Maybe he really didn't want her there. I don't know. I really don't care. All I care about is that shit that happened. I don't feel safe. So ain't no being around that nigga. It ain't gonna happen. You know. So maybe it took me 20 something years to realize that, but like I said, I would have threw the gun in the trash for my brother too. You feel me? So I'm not mad at all. It's just a hood thing. If you real, then you understood what I just said. You feel me? It's not that I'm dumb. We all know I'm not dumb. We're not gonna do that. Bitch, that's grace. That's what you call grace. And you can't get to heaven without it. So, but then maybe that's why I speak in tongues and got the Holy Ghost and your ass probably don't. If you're judging me on that, yeah, you don't. Period. Because the spirit moving a certain way and it's not against. So yeah. I'm glad I got that story out. I got lots and lots and lots of more stories to share. I better get ready for it. But anywho, it was nice having a talk. I won't have making this a habit. I didn't feel like getting dressed anyway. So I've been in bed all day and I want to be in bed all day. I was supposed to go hang out, but it's raining. I want to be, out and it's nice. We just want to eat some seafood, but say that shit for a nice day. So I'll probably eat some rice and some stuffed mussels or something, clams or something. No, stuffed clams. Why I said mussels? Oh, I like mussels more than clams. But yeah, I don't know. I found something to eat today. I don't want no fish. But yeah, you guys stay safe, okay? And hope you enjoyed the story. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share. When you subscribe, press the bell. You got to press subscribe again, and then like 3 bells will come on and it'll say all notifications or something, something, something. So press all if you would like to, always, you know, um, get a notification on my videos. But then again, you don't really have to do that because I am being shadow banned. So yeah, but let me tell you something. Those who are meant to watch this video, no matter how much I'm being shadow banned, even I feel like NASA is shadow banning me also. Somebody that works for NASA. I just feel that energy. But yeah, I'm being shadow banned. And, if it's meant for you to hear it, you're going to hear it regardless. That's what they dumbasses don't realize. So I'm not that mad. I'm really not. I was just telling a little homeboy yesterday that I was like, yeah, they shadow banning me. I said, but I really don't care. You know why I don't care? Because everywhere I go, people know me. People gravitate to me everywhere I go. And I talk. everywhere I go about the sun flares, all of that. I don't shut up. I'm always trying to minister. I even read energies to little young bucks. I even told the little young boy, just because you're different don't mean it's okay, and means that you're gay. And it don't. I'm gonna do a video on that too. Just because you're different does not mean that it's okay and that you should be gay. It means that you need to tap into yourself, deep, dig deep within, and talk to the universe and God, because you're special and you need your gifts revealed, not a fake ass sexuality. Yeah, I said it. I've been watching it, but I'm gonna do a video on that. I'm a people watcher. I watch people. I watch demons. Shit, crazy, yo, crazy how they operate. Just crazy, yo, crazy. But yeah, so let me go. Y'all stay safe. I might do a video later. I'm trying to be consistent with the video, um, because that little curse somebody put on. I didn't even do a ritual yet. I'm prepping for it. But that is why these videos are going back to back. Because this is what I normally would have, should have, and could have been doing. But I allowed somebody to hinder me because I was doing other shit. So I know how to move that curse when I'm ready. You feel me? And I did that. And that's why these videos are going back to back. You feel me? That part. So stay safe, enjoy your week, and remember, what is life without love and laughter? If you gotta hug yourself, hug yourself. Hug a family member, a pillow, a teddy bear, anything. Just hug yourself. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't play my video in the beginning, my intro, so I'm definitely playing it at the end. So you guys, I will see you in the next video. Okay? Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe.